Welcome to Horror Movie Yearbook. I am Tim.
And I'm Willie.
We are going... Oh, we don't have a title for this yet. This series of movies we're going to do. Animals Attack.
Well,
it might
so
just
it's a
be...
summer series.
Yeah. Summer series, :
favorite song of all time.
What's that?
My favorite song of all time.
Okay.
By the great Don Henley. The Boys of Summer.
Okay.
Let's call it the Beasts of Summer.
The Beasts of Summer? All right, I like that. The
Beasts of Summer, yes.
So not the Ataris.
I don't hate that cover.
I like that cover.
I don't hate that cover. I like the original better.
Okay. So that's your favorite song of all time?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought
don't know why.
Okay.
But it is. Like, I just became that at some point. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was Your Love.
Another one of my favorites of all time.
Okay.
Top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
It's kind of like, you know what, though? It's kind of like, okay, so like Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time. But out of my top 10 favorites, do I watch Blade Runner the most?
Fair enough. Okay.
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
Do I listen to Boys of Summer the most? I do not.
Mm-hmm.
There's others I listen to more, but there's a certain special something about the top, the number one, that like, it just, I don't think it can be moved, you know?
Trying to think.
Yeah.
Mine might be Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast.
A fantastic song. That's
part of it is because like I still remember the first time hearing that song, going, "Whoa, this is
my brain exploded." Yeah, that might be my favorite rap song ever. Hip-hop.
Okay,
yeah, that could be number one. I'd have to think. I'm pretty sure it is though.
I used to be able to rap
the whole
all
thing?
of the words that a white guy should be able to rap.
Same.
Does that make sense?
I sat with the lyric booklet and learned.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I used to be able to.
And then I would kind of.
Yeah, you got to do the dropout.
Yep.
You have to do the dropout.
You just cut yourself off.
And then there are certain rap songs that those words are in so many times. Like you're better off just not even bothering.
Yeah, I mean you can learn them. But like you probably shouldn't sing it.
Yeah, you probably should maybe just listen to that one.
Just listen and enjoy. Enjoy the ride. But no, there are some. Yeah, there's some good ones. It's sad sometimes when certain language is used in a rap song in a really kick-ass rap song, and you're like, I can't do it though.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Remember Snoop Dogg for a while was gonna say nephew instead.
That's right. Yes, was it before Snoop Lion?
But I can't say it. Yeah, I can't. What's that?
Was it before Snoop Lion?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. He's a huckster, isn't he, old Snoop?
He sure is.
All right, so HMY Summer Series : Beasts of Summer :
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alligator 1980.
Close parentheses.
Yeah, hopefully close. So we're going to talk about Alligator. We're going to take the time machine back to 1980. Horror Movie Yearbook at gmail.com. If you want to tell us your thoughts, some of your favorite... Hey, let us know your favorite alligator or crocodile movie.
Ooh, I like that. Let us know. Hey, have any of you... I want to hear this. Mm-hmm. Has anybody out there listening had a close encounter with a wild animal?
Okay.
Tell us your story.
Have you ever seen a crocodile in the wild?
I've seen an alligator in the wild.
Or alligator. You have? Okay.
Yes, I have.
Where at?
Florida.
Oh, that makes sense. I've been to Florida. I have not.
I was very close to a very big one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Just out and about?
Yeah.
Okay.
On a trail. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really close.
What did you do?
I didn't like it.
I remember.
I felt uncomfortable. And I remember going, they can move a lot faster than you think.
Yeah.
A lot faster than Ramon does in this film.
Yes.
And I remember in my brain going, as a kid, I was told you had to run in zigzags.
Okay.
To get away from a gator. Because they can't.
Because they can't do that?
Course correct.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, like, I guess that's what I'll do if I have to. He was pretty close. I didn't like it.
So they have...
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Like deer down there, dude.
That's a thing. I'm shocked. I've never seen one out because they have signs all over.
You spend most of your time
but Disney
parks,
property,
though.
Well, yeah, but I do spend times at the resorts down there too, and they have signs up all over the resorts that are because a kid he got eaten by an alligator there
Yeah.
on Disney property
Yeah.
decade or so ago.
Yeah.
But they had signs up before then, like snakes, alligators, beware. Like, don't get close to the lake, you dummies.
I stayed at Nikki's grandparents at a place down there, and it was kind of like a not like it was like a senior community.
Okay.
Right? So like gated community, like
Yeah.
you had to be above a certain age to live there, yada yada. Golf course on the property, the whole nine.
Yeah.
And their pond had like a massive gator in it. And I was like, is anybody addressing this?
No, well, Betty White. Maybe Betty White was out there.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. And they were just like, that's Steve or whatever,
From Ramon.
Like, yeah. Okay.
I remember so we were walking. We had to walk. It was dark, and we had to walk to get back. We had to walk across a golf course, and the whole time we were thinking like, "Oh man, like gators. We gotta watch out for gators, snakes, stuff like that." And then like we got back and we were talking to somebody like, "Oh, you gotta be careful. Like they see like panthers out there all the time too."
Oh yeah,
just like black panthers, just like roaming
insane.
the grounds.
It's insane.
What the fuck's happening?
Florida's nuts.
Florida's as close to as Australia. I
was
as we
just
can
gonna
get.
say it's Australia of the U.S.
It's really not that different
No.
culture-wise either.
No, it's not. Yeah, I did the same hike. I saw a baby raccoon,
Okay.
and he came right up to me, and I was gonna give him some food, and then somebody smartly was like, they carry rabies,
My neighbors.
and I was like, okay, maybe not.
My neighbor has had issues with raccoons, and every once in a while we'll see them out there. They very humanely get them trapped and released back out into. But I think they keep coming back. Like I think the same.
They know what's up.
Like they're very cute, but then I'll walk by. And I looked up one time and like there's like 5 raccoons up there trapped. I'm like, oh my god, it's like a whole family.
Your neighbor?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, they get into. They got it. I haven't seen them in a while, so
Yeah.
maybe they took them out and like they haven't come back. But
We had a couple in our backyard
okay,
last year
I
that
think
were prowling around. They're generally pretty skittish, but
they lived under the siding. I think is what that happened, or they like lived under the. Yeah.
well, all right.
So there we go.
Gators don't carry rabies, so
No, they don't.
no. But they'll kill you.
They will. They are a terrifying creature.
They really are.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So do you want to talk about alligator?
Yes.
All right, let's get in the time machine.
Ooh.
I thought that was a time machine noise. Ooh. All right. So here's what we're going to do. November 14th, 1980 is when this movie came out. All right, I'm going to go through the songs.
We're not alive yet.
We are not alive.
No.
I don't even think I would be a twinkle in anyone's eye at this point.
I was not. No.
No. Top 10 songs from this weekend. You're going to know like all of these artists and maybe 2 of these songs.
Okay. All right. Here we
Like
go.
we're getting into like deep cuts for some of these artists because some of
Okay.
these artists are getting along in the tooth here. Number 10, Just Like Starting Over by John Lennon.
I know John Lennon.
Number 9, More Than I Can Say by Leo Sayer. I feel like if you played the song, I might know it.
I know the name of the artist. No, I don't.
Number 8, He's So Shy by the Pointer Sisters.
Okay.
Of I'm So Excited fame.
I like the Pointer Sisters. I don't know the song, though.
But they did the Neutron Dance too from the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack, right?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Dude,
song.
that's a good song. Number 7, I don't know this one, Master Blaster Jammin' by Stevie Wonder.
Nope.
And number 6, Never Knew a Love Like This Before by Stephanie Mills.
I know this song.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yep.
I think I know that song. Okay, this is a big one. The next 2 actually you'll know. Number 5, I'm Coming Up by Diana Ross. I'm coming up.
Classic. Yeah.
I want the world to know. I think that was repurposed into a Mace and Puff Daddy song in the 90s, right?
Oh boy.
And Notorious B.I.G.
Don't love this song though. It's
coming
fine.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought it was like top notch.
We're getting into like the dying days of disco too,
Yes.
aren't we?
Yes, that felt like a Dying Days of Disco song. Yeah.
Number 4, Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, Queen, man. You know,
This is one of their weird like sports anthems.
It is. Yes, they had a few.
Yes.
What an interesting band. Like obviously, like they're legendary for a reason. Certainly, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Not my favorite Queen song by like not even close. I don't think
I
that.
think this is our good pal Steve. I think it's one of his favorites because it goes, Steve goes barreling down the street with the burn pole way down the... Yeah, no, so.
That's good.
things.
Fitzsteve.
Are you ready? It's kind of a catchy song now that I sing it out loud.
It is.
It's not like I'm with you. It's not my favorite,
bad, but it's not my favorite.
There's something about though. We Are the Champions. It's not my favorite. It's like it's been repurposed into a sports song. We Are the Champions, and it should be. But then there's part of me is like, are they singing this about themselves? Are they just like celebrating that they are in fact the champions? The band Queen, they are the greatest.
Maybe,
because that's kind of sweet.
I mean, you might as well. I don't know. I'm not sure what the song's actually about, but the repurposing has become so synonymous with the song. So
because that's another one.
That's a later Queen song too, right?
Oh, is this another one Bites the Dust? Was this on the same
album?
Didn't they always play another one Bites the Dust and then into We Are the Champions?
Maybe?
Wasn't it released how they released it as a single? Maybe.
What a brag fest those two songs were. We just smoked you. Now we're the champions.
Yes.
Yeah.
They probably did that on purpose. Anyway, number 3, The Wanderer by Donna Summer.
I like Donna Summer.
Yeah, I don't know the song on the top of my head. Maybe she played it.
Do you remember that stupid?
My
SNL
parents
skit?
would know this. My mom was a disco queen. She would know.
Nice.
She would know this song.
I love it.
My mom will we'll be listening. Sometimes they'll get together as a family. We like to pass the aux around, if you will. Yeah. And my mom will pull out some like deep cut disco shit.
Hell yeah.
You're just like, what?
Good for her. Saturday Night Fever is based on her like her memoir. Do you remember the stupid SNL skit about Donna Summer?
Not off the top of my head.
They see her name and it's like Summer, comma Donna, and they're like Summadonna.
Oh, Summadonna. Yes. Yeah, there's a Summadonna. Yeah.
Summadonna.
Number 2, Lady by Kenny Rogers. I was trying to pull this up because I feel like I know this song.
For some reason, I'm just thinking of like "You're my
the Styx song.
But it's not.
When I'm with you. That's another one of my mom's favorite. My mom loves Styx too.
I like Styx.
Yeah. When I'm with you, I'm smiling. That's a good song.
Styx is cool, man.
All right, here's Kenny Rogers, Lady.
All right.
Lady. Oh, I know this one.
Oh yeah, it's a good song. Yeah.
Then there's always some like sad YouTube comment like me and my husband was separated.
Oh my god.
Kenny Rogers performed at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's always like my brother just died.
It's either that or like
damn it.
Or it's either that or like who's still listening in 2026.
Oh god, it's just those two parroting. It's the hype guy who's like, this song fucks me up, and then the other person's like,
the song played as
I need therapy.
As my child was dying in my arms.
The YouTube comment section is my therapy because my insurance won't cover actual therapy. Jesus Christ, it's dystopian. Anyway, thanks, Kenny Rogers.
Number 1, "Woman in Love" by old Babs, Barbra Streisand. There you go. That's what we were listening to on the way to Alligator.
"Woman in Love" was the song that I danced to with my wife at our wedding, but not that song.
Oh, okay.
"Woman in Love" from Guys and Dolls was the.
Do you think it's the same song? Do you think it's a cover? Was Barbra Streisand in some sort of Guys and Dolls remake around the same?
Maybe it was.
Or maybe she
might pull it up.
Yeah.
I
can't. That seems like something she would do. I'm not a big Streisand guy.
I don't really know her music.
I don't like this.
Well.
Streisand is somewhat. She's like a person who has just escaped. Like she's never been in my view. I don't know a lot about Barbra.
She's always one of those artists that like she's considered legendary, and like but I never like understand. Like I understand why, but I don't understand why. Does that make sense? Like I never was exposed to her enough to like get the reason for why.
And like she also appeals to an audience that I'm not a part of.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah. You know what? Who else I would throw in there is Bette Midler.
Sure,
but like I think I've at least seen Bette Midler in some movies. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any Barbra Streisand movies I've ever seen in my life.
It is not the same.
Okay.
Song.
Here are the movies.
Cover though.
Yeah.
Who is she embracing on the cover of this album?
Is it Christopherson?
Is this not one of the Gibb brothers?
Oh, that is a Gibb.
Is that Barry?
It looks like Barry or maybe Andy.
That's Barry.
Is that Barry? Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's her and Barry embracing, and it just says Streisand, guilty.
Guilty of what? Great music, apparently.
Evidently.
Here are the movies that were playing in theaters around the same times. There are no box office records from this weekend that I could find. Somewhere in Time, a romantic. This is Christopher Reeve and James Seymour. You seen this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a yawn. I have seen it at some point in time. I don't remember much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember having a big crush on Jane Seymour.
A former Bond girl. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, cool, Christopher Reeve in kind of a more of a dramatic role, outside of his Superman. He kind of got pigeonholed with the Superman thing for a while.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see him outside of that because he's quite an actor. I actually think he's really good in the Carpenter.
Village of the Damned.
I think he's pretty good in that.
I think he's too. Yeah.
But anyway, no, I remember it being pretty good. Yeah.
Stardust Memories. I just wanted to do this because this was written and directed by Woody Allen, so I wanted to make sure that we got Woody Allen and Puff Daddy in the same episode. Let's see if we can.
Good.
We'll see if we can work it maybe like
Good.
R. Kelly later.
Have the two collaborated? Have the two collaborated at some point?
No, I don't. No, I don't think so.
I think the freak offs were happening when he was exiled.
Do you think Woody Allen was invited to a freak off?
Invited? 100%. Did he go? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't.
Different kind of creep.
Yeah, different kind of creep. Yeah.
Different kind of creep.
Ordinary People, directed by Robert Redford. I mainly remember this one from Party Down, the show, where Martin Starr's character goes, "Ordinary fucking people."
That's awesome.
The Awakening, which is the name is escaping me. I think it's Mike Newell. I'm trying to remember the actor. Oh, Charlton Heston is in this. It's like a supernatural, like a Egyptian tomb movie. Mike Newell would go on to direct.
Sounds like a Heston movie.
Yeah, he would go on to direct like 4 Weddings and a Funeral, I think.
Oh, nice.
And then
Good.
one of the
Good.
Harry Potter movies, I think 4.
I like 4 a lot.
4 is the best one, and
it's
Newell,
my favorite.
I think he's like the best. Well, no, because Cuarón did 3 too. Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, there's a few really good directors.
But 4 is, I think, the best Harry Potter movie.
It is.
Yeah.
But
But it's also the best book, if I remember. So it's
I was thinking Awakenings, the De Niro.
Yeah.
That
No, this
came
is
later.
The Awakening.
Yes.
Okay, Alligator. There's a movie called The Idolmaker. And then Raging Bull came out the same day as Alligator.
Holy smokes.
So I would assume
2 fierce creatures.
I would assume that
Speaking of De Niro.
Yeah, we are, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Alligator.
Yeah. Ramon.
All right. I lost my. Let's see if I can get it back. There are my notes. All right. Directed by one Mr. Louis Teague.
Who we've talked about before, I believe.
Have we?
I believe we've discussed Louis Teague on the show before.
Because he has done a couple of King adaptations.
He has done a
well,
couple
is
of King.
Cat's Eye an adaptation? Yeah, it's like
it's a piece of King work.
Yeah.
No, it's adapting a couple of his
short stories, right?
Short stories, so yes.
He was handpicked by King after seeing this movie to do Cujo, right? Because Cujo and then Cat's Eye.
Yeah, he did Cujo and Cat's Eye back to back, and then Jewel of the Nile, which is
that that's not the sequel.
That is the first.
Okay, so that's the well-regarded one.
Yes.
He also did.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's the sequel.
Oh, is it the sequel? Okay.
Romancing the Stone is the original.
The original. Okay.
So the second one was not considered very good.
Right.
And I think after that
he did another
Navy SEALs.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
Which is a movie I like quite a bit. It's funny. I've actually recently been watching Michael Bean's podcast, which is a lot of fun on YouTube, and he has episodes where he's talked a little bit about Navy SEALs and does not have a lot of nice things to say about Louis Teague.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, it sounds like he was kind of an idiot, but it's all right.
And he's an older guy. He's an old school Hollywood guy.
He made Alligator.
He was he was a Corman disciple too. He worked under Roger Corman for a while. He was like second unit on Death Race.
Yeah. Didn't they all? All the directors.
Anybody around this time at some point
worked with Corman.
With Corman, but he would do like a bunch of TV shows too. He did Nash Bridges. He directed a bunch of Nash Bridges.
Right. Yep.
Written by John Sayles, who I know we have talked about before because he wrote The Howling.
Yes.
And he writes some other stuff too. Story by Frank Ray Perilli. All right, so this was the original writer, and he did the story. Now I bring him up because he was a joke writer. Like he wrote jokes for Dean Martin and Don Rickles, and he also was a mentor. He worked as the mentor for Lenny Bruce.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he also did. Any MST 3K fans out there, he wrote, I believe he wrote Laser Blast.
Oh, that's like a classic for
Yes.
that. Yeah.
And he apparently makes a brief appearance in Wedding Crashers as Old Italian Man. I was clicking around on his IMDb, and he is Old Italian Man in Wedding Crashers.
I've seen that movie a few times, but
It's been a bit since I've seen it.
I wonder how that ages. I'm curious, but I'm not like I'm nervous to go back.
The thing with the Wedding Crashers though is they're skeevy.
There's a heart to it,
but they're also called out for being skeevy
and then they
and
change
gross.
their ways.
And
Yeah.
like the point is that they
That's true.
are not that way anymore. Like
That's true. I've wondered about revisiting some of those movies from that era, like Wedding Crashers, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and stuff like that. I'm like, I hope it's still pretty funny without feeling.
I've watched
picky.
bits of 40-Year-Old Virgin recently, and it's still funny. 40-Year-Old
good.
Virgin, I think, is just a funny
Good.
movie.
Good.
And I do think some of it is, like Carell, I think kind of softens.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Carell's in that show. I liked quite a bit. Rooster.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, it's good. And you know what I like about it is it's funny. Because Carell can sometimes be a little bit... He gets drawn a little bit too much into the drama side of dramedy, whereas I kind of I like that he was... I thought it was more comedic than I was expecting.
Good.
Good. Okay, the stars, Robert Forster.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll talk about Robert Forster a little bit later in a little more detail, I think. Robin Riker, she's done a bunch of TV shows. Look at this. Last Man Standing. She played
Oh, wow.
Hector Elizondo's ex-wife. And then Michael V. Gazzo, who he was in... His IMDb says he appeared in 2 Best Picture Academy Award winners, On the Waterfront and The Godfather Part 2, 20 years apart.
Is he the police chief?
I don't remember what he
The one
is.
who's growling at everybody?
Oh, in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about The Godfather.
No, in
yes.
this. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the cast. I think we'll talk about Robert Forster quite a bit throughout
Yes.
this because...
we mostly follow him.
And I think he's the best part outside of the alligator. All right.
Well, yeah.
What are your thoughts on this movie?
I heard okay, Alligator's one where if this movie had been on the shelf at my local video store growing up, it would have been rented and I would have seen it many years ago.
Yeah.
It was not. It just wasn't there. And so, but God, I look at that VHS cover and I'm like, this thing calls to me. It's that classic hand illustrated, just with the cool tagline. It looks kind of creepy and awesome and gross. And I'd heard for years about Alligator, oh, great creature feature movie, ton of fun. It's a blast. It's got Robert Forster. I'm like, I gotta check this out at some point. It feels like a blind spot. I gotta, just never got around to it. And then when we kind of talked about doing this series, that was the first thing. I'm like, I'm finally going to watch Alligator.
Yeah.
Because I've heard so many, I had always seen the clip of the kid in the swimming pool.
What's funny is it's kind of a clip in the movie.
It is. It's so inconsequential. It serves no purpose. But I'd heard, I'd seen that and I'd heard, this movie sounds like it rules. So I had to watch it.
Yeah.
And I was not disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know. When things first got started, I'm like, boy, this might be kind of just... I was a little, not bored, but I was like, this is not great. It's fine. Forster was good, but I'm like, And then as we got rolling, I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah, once the alligator starts to kick in a little bit.
Once we get moving, once the alligator starts taking people out.
It's got a little bit of that. It's a 1980s movie, but it's got a little bit of that 70s pacing that in modern times, the way if you're watching more recent movies, it's different. It's a little bit more
You have to readjust
lax.
yourself a little bit. Even as somebody who grew up watching stuff from this era and early 80s, you have to readjust yourself a little bit when you're used to kind of the pacing of modern stuff, excuse me. But as soon as the alligator eats the dog guy, the guy who's stealing pet dogs and having them killed in a weird experiment, As soon as I'm like,
because then
okay,
you're on the alligator side.
we're moving.
You're like, I like this alligator.
We're moving now. And it just goes. It's a blast. But like the last 30 minutes is insane.
It's so cool.
And it rules. And it's everything I kind of want from a nature run amok / killer animal movie.
Yeah.
This is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need to like feel like I have to suspend disbelief. Like I'm in. Let's go. Like let's get crazy. Let's let the animal really run amok. And he does.
Yes.
I put Ramon up there. Like now having watched this, Ramon's up there with my top killer animals. He's in contention because he handles business.
Mm-hmm.
He takes care of business. There's a big body count.
Yes.
Because of Ramon. So.
Yeah, and like we'll talk when we get to it, but like he's doing work. He's putting in work in that
he's
wedding
hustling,
scene.
Yeah. I mean he's got some stuff. Like he's got certain objectives. He's like, I got to get across the river. Like handle my business. And he gets kind of distracted by the cops for a bit, but like he grenades them. You know, they grenade themselves. I guess I don't.
The thing I like about this movie, and it's what I like in my animals attack movies, is it somehow finds a tone that works where it is over the top, but it's not too over the top. It's not wink wink. There are some humorous bits. It's got a mean streak to it, but it's played pretty straight, but also not too straight. Does that make sense?
Well, so the characters play it straight, right? The characters, everybody in the movie is playing it straight. Like this is actually happening. I'm playing a detective. This is how I would react.
Yes.
I'm playing the evil scientist guy. This is how I'd react. That's all played straight. But the people behind the film and the filmmakers know this is a big monster movie, and we got to get crazy with it.
Yes.
So like it's a nice blend of those two kind of mindsets going together. You know, it's not like a. I liked Piranha, like the remake. Like
that's what. Yeah.
It's fun, but it doesn't have a staying power for me. Really, like I don't go back to it because like it is very clearly trying to be a camp movie, and at times it's trying too hard sometimes.
Yes.
This is a natural campiness to it because of, like you said, it's being played straight enough, but everybody kind of knows the movie they're in.
Right.
Yeah.
I just watched Primate, and it's similar in the sense
Primate.
that
Yep.
it is the acting's kind of iffy, but it knows what it's doing. But it's first and foremost making a killer primate movie. Like
the objective is killer.
Yes.
Yes.
But then I'm trying to think of like Piranha's a good example. Snakes on a Plane is another one too. There's kind of like it goes too far. It's
fun, but it's silly.
I like this kind of animal attack movie better. It's also
even Jaws, which is like the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
Like Jaws knows what it is too.
Yes. Yeah.
When you really look at Jaws, like everybody's playing it straight, just like in this movie. But like, let's be honest, they knew they were at the end of the day they were making a movie they wanted to thrill people with a shark eating people. That was that's the thrill. So like they're not trying to.
And there's funny stuff in Jaws.
Absolutely.
That's why Jaws is a classic, is because there are moments that are a laugh out loud, especially some of the interplay between Quentin Hooper.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like I was watching this and like this is just a good meat and potatoes horror movie too. It is like there's nothing fancy about it. It is just kind of a sit down, throw it on, and enjoy yourself for 90 minutes and get caught up. And there are some good character beats too. Robert Forster has a moment where they make fun of his thinning hair. One of the other cops
early on,
and he plays it, and I love the way he plays it because he plays it kind of like he's got hurt feelings.
Yeah,
and you immediately kind of empathize with him,
and it comes back a couple times.
Yes,
yeah,
and you're just like, oh. And Tarantino has said a lot of the reason he cast him in Jackie Brown was because of this movie, and I think you can kind of see that because in Jackie Brown he's playing kind of this kind of sweethearted, like good-natured bail bondsman who essentially kind of gets conned by Pam Grier.
Well, and he's a guy who's kind of like he's almost like the evolution of like where this character is, where he's probably back in his day like he was a bit of like rough and tumble, kind of maybe a good-looking dude, probably a bit of a ladies' man, you know.
Yes.
But he's kind of past his prime, or like he's. In this movie, he's kind of like getting like the signs are starting to show that he's getting past his prime. Like his time is starting to,
Mm-hmm.
His day in the sun is starting to kind of end.
Yes.
By Jackie Brown, he's playing a character who he's past his prime.
Right.
But he's still like in his heart, he's the hero still. He's still a good guy, and he's still,
And there's an interesting backstory too in this movie about losing his partner in St. Louis.
And it works. Yeah.
It does. Yeah, I like it. And this is kind of like an atonement movie in some ways. It works for me. That kind of stuff works. It's nothing fancy, but
You can see this being a comfort food movie, right?
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not saying it will be for you or for me, but like this feels like
No, I
kind of
probably
movie-
came to it too late in the game. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I've got like my comfort for food movies of this type have been established at this point, but like this one feels like that of that ilk.
If I would have watched this, 20 years ago, yes. So yeah, and I think a lot of the reason for that is Robert Forster in this movie. I think
great.
he's an affable lead, and I think
And his chemistry with the lead actress who plays the herpetologist is quite
it's good.
good.
Yeah.
They're fun.
You buy them. I bought them. Yeah, because they don't have a lot of time to do it.
It's awesome. Yeah. I was filling Nikki in on the plot.
I'm gonna find.
She was very invested in the relationship between the two of them. She wanted to know what was going to happen. I was like,
Did she watch the ending?
She saw the last 20 minutes, yes. And
Okay.
She loved it. She wanted to watch the second one immediately.
Did you watch the second one?
No.
Okay.
That was today, so.
I would say,
last night, yeah.
Just be prepared for a very similar movie in a lot of ways.
It has nothing to do with this one, right?
No, not really. No. Okay. Oh, yeah. Should I say it now? The line? No, I'm going to say the line because I found it. The exact wording. We'll say it when we get
It's
to
a
the
good one. Yeah.
All right, let's go. In 1968, a teenage girl purchases a baby American alligator while on vacation with her family at a tourist trap in Florida and gives it the name Ramon. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here because this opens with like a very quick, kind of furious like alligator wrestling scene.
Yeah. It establishes the danger of alligators, right? If you weren't aware, they are dangerous animals. So that's good. What I want to say is there's a few reasons I love this opening sequence. So first of all, I love that this feels like the opening sequence in a slasher film from this era where you have kind of like you're kind of thrown right into it. You don't really know why you're being shown what's happening. It feels like it's taking place earlier, right? Like they established that this is like a flashback or like like we're setting something up. All those old slashers do that, like all of them, where like you're seeing something that's going to come into play later on. And of course we find out that it just so happens that the herpetologist in New York is in fact the little girl from which I loved.
Yes.
I was hoping there was, and
I love when movies only have like 6 characters in the world.
That exist in the universe. Yeah, it's great.
Why do you think I'm watching movies? I don't need all these other people. I got other people all around me all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When I told Nikki about this twist about how it turns out to be it was her gator, she brought something up and I was praying it was going to happen. It did not, and it's okay. That like at some point she was going to like speak to Ramon. Like she would look at the big gator and be like, Ramon?
Like a connection.
And the gator would like stop for a second, like what?
Or just give like maybe like a...
Like the moment of hesitation would be that Robert Forster could shoot the gator at that point.
Yeah, he comes in to stop the connection being made, and the gator goes, ah!
Yeah. But anyway, it's fine. I love there's a weird dreamy like the way they shoot these flashbacks in these early 80s late 70s movies in this weird dreamy quality where it feels kind of like not quite in our world, and I always dig that in this one, like a weird mistiness to it, and it has that quality in this one for whatever reason. And I love that our boy's got a name right out of the gate. He's Ramon.
He's Ramon. Yes.
He's Ramon. He's like Bruce, like he's Ramon. Yeah.
Oh, when the family returns home to Chicago. Okay, I'll get to that later. I'm still not sure we're in Chicago here. The girl's surly, animal-phobic father. Is he animal-phobic, or does he just not want this gator at his house?
He said that there's shit in the closet. Like
he's mad.
Shit.
Yeah. He's not scared of animals, is he?
No. She's just not taking care of the gator. In
okay,
fairness
so that's
to him, he shouldn't flush it. He should like give it to like a wildlife area.
Yeah.
Or put it in the lake. I don't care what you do. But, like flushing was a bad choice.
Yes.
Not cool. But he's I mean, so he begged for a gator and she didn't take care of it. I don't know what
promptly flushes it down the toilet into the city sewer. Okay. Yes, he flushes it down. We get a great toilet POV shot.
The tail is starting to swirl.
I don't think there are a lot of those. I also like this little girl because she sees the animal attack the wrangler, the crocodile, like attacked her.
Give me one of those.
She's like, I need this. I need that.
But I like her. She's fiery.
Yeah, I like that too.
She's got a cool. Yeah, she reminds me of the lead actress in Jason Lives. Spunky, kind of like she's got a cool vibe about her. Yeah, like
yes.
That. Yeah, not a damsel in distress at all.
There had to be. You're a Turtles guy. There had to be some inspiration for the Ninja Turtles in this movie, right?
Well, so for years and years, this has been a long-standing thing, and it's actually the reason why, like, I think the reason, even as far back as the Lizard, the Spider-Man villain, the reason why the inspiration for him was that there were always for years like rumors / urban legends about alligators in the sewer system
of New York.
It's been since like
in
the 50s.
1935 there was a story of
there you go. So even earlier.
Yeah, there was a story, and this is where the myth originated. There's a story of like kids shoveling in Harlem. And it's a story in the New York Times, and they allegedly saw an alligator coming up out of the sewers, I think frozen or like ice all over him. So that's where it originates. And then there was also like stories of like people buying these alligators out of comic books and then like flushing them down the toilet. So you have just a bunch of alligators running around.
It's been a thing for a long time.
I remember hearing about it as a kid.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I just remember hearing about it as a kid too, that myth.
Yeah. It's been used in so many ways. Like, again, my understanding is that was the inspiration for the Lizard, was the idea that there was like a reptile in the sewers of New York. It was used in this film, clearly. Resident Evil, the game, you fight a giant alligator in a sewer.
Right.
Like this is all stuff that was kind of spawned from this crazy, that's funny, 1935, that's crazy. I thought it was later than that, but like,
well, the
amazing.
urban legend started to take hold later.
That's incredible.
Than that. Yeah,
like that. It's been that long, but like it's inspired so many things, and so that's very obviously like the inspiration for what they're doing here, including the flushing of the alligator down the toilet. What I love is like their attempt to go even further and say there's a reason why. Not only has the alligator survived the sewers of New York, but it's thriving. But it's the biggest gator ever. I like it. Like they try to like rationalize this through like pseudoscience. I love it.
But I love it too. I love that they take the time to do that.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So here we go. The baby alligator, and so this is the Wikipedia summary. So it is kind of out of order in some places, but anyway, the baby alligator survives by feeding on the discarded carcasses of pet animals, mostly dogs, used in illegal experimentation and dumped into the sewers. Oh, so there's like
they're trying
a corporation. So there's a little bit of like corporations run amok here in this too, or like kind of like science runs amok, or
which is, I do like those in my animals attack movies.
Yes,
because the thing is, it takes the animal off the hook a little bit. I always feel like that's another element that I feel like is I appreciate in a movie like this. Even as opposed to a Jaws, if I'm being honest, like I always appreciate when like if you're gonna make a nature run amok movie and kind of demonize an animal, right? And I'm not saying that like alligators are huggable or that we should be, but like if you're gonna demonize an animal that maybe already has kind of a bad rap, like at least add an element to the plot that turned them bad, right?
Right.
Because we don't need people like. Unfortunately, like people get these stigmas in their head about certain animals, and they get, they kill them,
Yeah.
I love this sort of like scientist thing. They're doing like it's like a growth hormone or something. They're trying to like grow dogs faster or something weird like that.
These animals had been used as test subjects for an experimental growth formula intended to increase agricultural livestock meat production.
Yes, that's right.
That's kind of a neat,
That works. I like that. Yeah.
However, the project was abandoned because while the formula had the desired effect of making the animals larger than normal, it had the unwanted side effect of massively increasing the animal's metabolism, causing them to develop an insatiable appetite.
It explains why the alligator can eat 70 people in this movie. Yes. I like that too. I'm in. I bought it. I don't need any more explanation.
Yeah, this it's not realistic.
You made an effort.
There's enough there.
You made an effort.
Yep. During the 12 years spanning 1968 and 1980, the baby alligator bioaccumulates concentrated amounts of this formula from feeding on these carcasses, causing it to mutate and grow into a perpetually ravenous 36-foot monster with an almost impenetrable hide. I was looking, okay, so the biggest real alligator I could find.
Gustav, right?
Okay, Gustav, the one that I found in America, I guess, then, was in... So this one's unverified. Would be 19 feet, 2 inches long in Louisiana. The Stokes alligator was caught in 2014. That was in Alabama. It was a male. That was 15 inches, 15 feet, 9 inches long, over 1,000 pounds. The heaviest would have been the Stokes as well, I believe. The largest in captivity was Big Tex. It was 14 feet long. And then I started looking, like, there have been... I was looking to see... Chicago has had reptiles loose, but they usually are only up to... Like, in 2019, there was one... They had a funny name for him. I can't remember what his name was. Oh, Chance the Snapper, like Chance the Rapper. He was 5 feet long. And then Detroit's had one. Last year, they found a gator in Belle Isle.
Oh, my God. So, hey, could have been a pet alligator that somebody just...
That's usually what they are, is they're pet alligators that people have...
They are hardy animals. Alligators have been around since prehistoric times.
Right.
Like, they can survive everything. It's insane. Gustav, I apologize. Gustav was a crocodile. Gustav,
okay, so I specifically searched for alligators.
Yes, Gustav, that's my fault. Gustav measured over 20 feet.
Gustav was 20 feet. So,
yeah, and he was the basis for Primeval, the film.
That's right. So Ramon still has 12 feet on him because he's 32.
So he is cartoonishly big. Which we don't really get a good...
No, there isn't a great shot for scale because...
There's not.
There's the one where comes out of the sewers.
It's pretty good. Great scene.
They use miniatures, I think, for the shots of him.
And they use some real alligator shots where he's walking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just a real alligator with like a weird like matte painting behind it.
You're right. He never looks overly... We don't get a sense of
we
how
don't
big
get the full scale of Gustav, or of Ramon, yes.
And I think sometimes this is kind of the Jaws... the advantage of Jaws where they don't show the shark because it's in your head a lot of the time.
Agreed.
How big?
Yes. Yeah.
The alligator begins ambushing and devouring sewer workers. The resulting discovery of body parts exiting the sewers draws in a world-weary police officer, David Madison, who, after a horribly botched case in St. Louis, has gained a reputation for being lethally unlucky for his assigned partners. As David works on the case, his
Feels
boss...
unfair.
His boss, Chief Clark, introduces him to herpetologist Marissa Kendall. Kendall was, in fact, a teenager who bought the baby alligator in 1968. The two of them edge into a prickly romantic relationship, and during a visit to Kendall's house, Madison bonds with the motor-mouth mother, Madeline. Okay,
she's fun, too.
Those two have a fun, like, back and forth.
I like that whole bit.
Where he basically, like, he kind of winks at her and is just like, I'm going to bang your daughter.
Like, now. So go watch Wheel of Fortune, because...
Here's a line, and this will lead into the Robert Forster talk. It's later in the movie, I think, than this, but she says, yeah, well, what do you need me for?
It's not long after this.
No, it's not, because...
I think it's in her bedroom.
Yes, it's in her bedroom, and he goes, what does anybody need anybody for? You're the country's leading herpetologist. You have a wonderful mind, a doctorate degree, and beautiful tits. And now here's what I'm going to say. This is a line that should not work.
It shouldn't.
But he delivers this in such a way where I actually don't think it comes across as skeevy. Like, it comes across as charming.
Like, complimentary.
Now, to be fair, he starts with complimenting her brain.
Yes. And his need for her beyond her physical affection.
Yes.
And in fairness, her performance and her reaction to it is really great too, because she's kind of like, well, thanks. Like, cool.
You know, I mean, honestly, I mean, they are very much. I don't know. Have they hooked
They've
up?
Had sex at this
they
point.
have had sex at this point. Yes.
I feel like
it's kind of a flirtatious thing. It feels flirty.
They're not married.
No.
You know? But like, if I tell my wife her breasts look good, is that bad of me to say that?
No. So now it is a little bit jarring because it comes out of nowhere, and
it does.
As we're watching this, they have only had like 5 minutes of screen time.
Yes. Now 2 of those have been having sex, or postcoital. I love the bit too that they don't. This kind of sums up the Robert Forster character in this film. Is he asks her straight out? He's like, "Now we're gonna go out to dinner, and after dinner, I'm gonna ask you to come back in here with me."
Yeah.
He says something like, "I need to know what to order because
yes,
I don't want to have the runs." Essentially, like it's so good where he's like, "I need to be ready for sex if that's on the table," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm coming back in." And then they don't even go to the restaurant. They have the sex, and then they go out and get Chinese.
So yeah, it's
great.
Yeah. So and honestly though, that's good planning by him because
he's like, is there even a chance?
I have had dates, nice nights out where I have eaten
the rumbly tummy happens.
Rumbly tummy, or I've gone. I ate too much. I just, like nothing's happening tonight.
Yeah, I'm bloated.
I need to lay down.
I gotta fart this out. Dude,
so honestly,
we've all been there. We've all
good
been
for
there.
him to plan ahead because I usually don't. I just go out and go. Oh, look at all this food.
This was a bad call. Yeah.
So Robert Forster, he's kind of a man's man in some ways.
He's a man's man, but he's not a lech. He's not. He's a bit of a dick to her in a moment of vulnerability where he kind of gets picked at by the other cops, and she asks him about the partner, I think, and he gets kind of prickly, the prickly relationship. Right? So he's not a perfect man, but he's pretty lovable in this movie, and I think the chemistry between the two of them works really well. He's a little older than her, I think, characters and I think actress, and sometimes they can come off a little bit, I don't know, not skeevy, but like it's a tougher sell because the age difference and stuff. They make it work. He
was a football player too in real life.
Forster.
Forster was a football. He kind of reminds me. There's a little bit of Burt Reynolds in him too.
There is.
And Burt Reynolds also a football player.
Not just the receding hairline either.
Yeah. He came up. He was mostly known for action movies, kind of. Delta Force. He was in the Delta Force. That was a Chuck Norris movie.
Yep.
The Vigilante. The Black Hole. The Black Hole, I think, is that the Disney movie?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of he did a lot of B stuff.
Yes.
But I think that's why Tarantino loved him, because if you look at Tarantino's rogues gallery of people he cast in major roles, it's a lot of those. I mean, Carradine and
even Travolta at that time had kind
100%.
of
he was that.
Yes.
He hadn't made all those 90s movies that brought him. This was he was known for Saturday Night Fever and Grease.
Yes.
That.
And then he fell off
Alive.
for a long time.
Yeah, and what was the Jamie Lee Curtis workout movie? The hell was
it
called?
physical? It's not physical.
No.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought somebody the
Embarrassing
soundtrack.
films.
Yeah. That is though for the Jamie Lee Curtis gif. Hip thrusting gif.
Yeah.
But then he would Jackie Brown was kind of his comeback role, and it's honestly Jackie Brown is my favorite Tarantino movie, and that is my that is my favorite performance in a Tarantino movie.
He's so good.
The only one that I think I might put up there is Sam Jackson in Django.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because it is so good.
He's Jackie Brown is the most underrated Tarantino movie. There's zero question. It always has been. Hard to follow up Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not my favorite, but it's criminally underrated and deserves kind of a reappraisal, I think, from a lot of people. And Forster, you know what I like about Forster in that movie is he feels like a regular guy thrust into a Tarantino universe,
right?
And he's just trying to navigate it.
Yes.
Everybody else feels Tarantino and heightened, and he feels kind of like me or you, like just trying to like get through the insanity of that film.
And you don't see a lot of like older people love stories, especially ones that are kind of I don't want to say doomed to fail, but
because it doesn't end well, right? I don't remember the ending of Jackie.
It ends kind of sad, kind of heartbreaking as she goes away.
That's right.
Because he's fallen for her. He was also this was another he was in El Camino. Was it the Breaking Bad movie? It was like a
Never
Netflix.
saw it. Yeah,
But he died the same day that was released.
that's crazy.
And a fun piece of trivia is Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad actually worked, I believe, let me try to find the exact thing, on Alligator as like I want to say like a production assistant.
No way. That's awesome.
Let me see if okay. This is from IMDb. After Robert Forster's death, Breaking Bad star Bryan Cranston tweeted that he and Forster, who also worked on Breaking Bad, first met on the set of the film where Cranston was a production assistant for the special effects department.
That's awesome. So he worked on Ramon.
He did.
So if I ever bump into Cranston, I'm not asking him about Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask him about Malcolm in the Middle. I'm going to ask him about Ramon.
Can I be honest with you? He might. Cranston seems like a kind of guy who might appreciate something like that.
No, I think he would. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, that thing was awesome."
Do I want to get into this? Yeah, I think I have to. Real quick before we get into the plot of the movie. Sure. I can't take. So it says that this takes place in Chicago.
Yes, it feels like New York, like Hollywood's version of New York at the time.
They talk about St. Louis a lot. So, but it's not St. Louis because he was a cop in St. Louis.
That's where the tragedy happened with his partner. Yeah.
I think the reason, and part of this I'm taking too from because this was a Joe Bob movie. He did this a few years back, and he talks a little bit about it too. Where I think the reason why people think it takes place in Chicago is they talk about on the radio the Democratic National Convention in 1968, which took place in Chicago. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't necessarily mean, because that was where the riots were happening, that was a story outside of Chicago. So that doesn't necessarily mean it takes place in Chicago. Here's what's crazy about this.
They don't actually state where this takes place.
No, they don't.
No.
It's very obviously shot in
Toronto.
L.A., because you see mountains.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, in the background.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Missouri license plate, which I guess, okay, maybe Chicago, because Chicago and St. Louis aren't far apart. But the Missouri license plate is in the sewer. So maybe I could have thought, like, maybe this is another town in Missouri, because the Ozarks are in Missouri. Okay. So maybe that could account for the mountains.
Yep.
Here's what blew my mind. There's a map. This didn't really blow my mind, but I had to pause it. There's a map Forster is looking at, where he's looking at the different, like, I think, like the neighborhoods that the alligator, he's trying to taste it, and it says Grenada Hills, which is in California. Grenada Hills is where Six Flags Magic Mountain is. It's in the San Fernando regions. So they were just so sloppy that they used the map.
So wait a second. So if the Friday the 13th franchise takes place in Jersey, Tucky,
yes,
then where does this take place?
My other theory, and I texted you this, is I think it takes place in the Haddonfield from Halloween 6. Because if you remember, the Haddonfield in Halloween 6...
It's very obviously California.
It's very... because you see mountains in the background.
I missed the mountains on my watch, but I don't know how.
So I think this is a shared universe with just Halloween 6.
Do you think that Ramon has any sort of relation to the Curse of Thorn?
I guess.
Do you think like if they found Ramon's claw, like, or like his not paw, I was gonna say paw, but like his hand or his whatever,
there would be some sort of
like the mark of Thorn.
The mark,
on it.
yeah.
You think
I
so?
could see that. I would have liked to have seen that explored further in the sequels. Maybe the man.
Maybe
in black.
that. Yeah. The old man scientist in charge of that shady company. Maybe he was a member of Thorn.
Maybe they're trying to impregnate some other alligator with.
No, they're trying to. Hey. They're trying to grow. So remember, they were trying to make a Michael Myers offspring. They're trying to grow it faster to create the new Michael quicker.
Right.
Because he's acting out.
Oh, so
they got to
taking...
get a new baby to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
It's not bad. All right, back to the plot. Madison's reputation as a partner killer is confirmed when the alligator devours young officer named Kelly, who accompanies.
Seems unfair.
I was going to say a partner killer. Madison into the sewer searching for clues. No one believes Madison's story due to the lack of a body. I'm going to say that sequence is pretty effective, though.
It's
too.
very good.
And partly because of Slade, the influential local tycoon who sponsored the illegal experiments and therefore wants the truth concealed. All right, so there's some fun stuff this movie is playing around with, like with corporations kind of masking the truth and trying to suppress information. This changes when obnoxious tabloid reporter Thomas Kemp, one of the banes of Madison's existence, goes snooping in the sewers and procures a graphic and indisputable photographic evidence of the beast at the involuntary cost of his life. The story quickly garners public attention, and a citywide hunt for the monster is called for. Also very old school. The citywide hunt thing reminds me a lot of the old Universal monster movies. Halloween 4, I think is what I'm thinking of.
Another Thorn movie.
Yes. Kelly's death is good, too, because I actually like the way they had the gore, and I like Forrester's like kind of whiny. He goes, no! And
It works, yeah.
It's silly sounding, but it's kind of like ugly crying, where like in that moment, you shouldn't necessarily sound cool.
He's flashing back to what happened to his previous partner.
Yeah.
It's tough.
There's a guy on the street during the sequence. He's a bootleg. He's selling bootleg baby gators for like $20.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what would happen, though. Like, that is what would happen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 70s were like the peak of animals. So this is kind of a bridge, is how I figure it. Because you get animals attack horror of the 70s. And now Jaws, and this kind of feels like a Jaws clone ripoff.
There's a specific area of this that really feels Jaws clone ripoff, and it's the lake section.
Right.
And that's fine. But yeah, when you break it down, it does feel like, you know, you got kind of your tough as nails, like local guy who's dealing with something he doesn't understand, and he's like the only one who's got a voice of reason in the whole, you know, yeah.
And then we do get a character who Wikipedia has not talked about later that feels a little bit like Quint.
Like the expert, yeah.
But he's also kind of a parody in some ways.
Oh, it's hilarious. He does nothing.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
But there was also stuff before, like it's not just the Jaws are a boss, like Orca is what I'm thinking of. Or,
there's a lot of those.
Grizzly came after Jaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also stuff before Jaws that predates it, like Frogs and Night of the Lepus, the killer.
There's always been, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Fruit of the Gods. I mean, yeah, just.
There's also some 50s science fiction thrown in, but it's also this. It kind of foreshadows kind of the stuff that's coming in the 80s of kind of the big corporation, evil corporation horror movies that we'd get. I'm thinking of stuff like the Toxic Avenger. This feels a little bit like the Toxic Avenger, like the dumping of that.
The Stuff.
The Stuff is the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw...
Or, what's the one, the homeless folks.
Oh, Street Trash.
Street Trash. Or
yes.
even Society.
Right.
A lot of those, like the upper crust kind of...
They Live.
Yeah. They Live is man, yeah, there's a lot of that.
So there's a lot of that in the 80s, and so this feels like kind of a bridge between the two decades when
right.
it comes to that. And I
Prophecy's similar, too.
Yeah.
That was before, but
yeah. So you get a lot of that. And then, the time period. We're coming out of the 70s. I think the EPA had gone into existence. Was that Nixon who did that? Maybe that was around the 1970s. But Carter, we were coming out of the Carter presidency, and Carter was a little bit focused on the environment, or a lot focused on the environment, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
So that's in the public consciousness. So we are kind of getting, this feels like a mix. And I know it's 1980, but it feels like a mix between 1970s and 1980s horror. An attempt by the police to flush out the alligator proves unsuccessful, forcing the alligator to escape from the sewers and come to the surface, where it first kills a police officer and later a young boy who, during a party, is tossed into a swimming pool in which the alligator sought rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so this part is hilarious.
It just happens, so it's like
it's so mean.
Yeah, because like it doesn't serve any purpose to the plot. Like, no one investigates this child's death.
Yeah.
No one acknowledges that it happened at any point. This feels like the classic producer goes, we need another alligator death in this. Like, it's got to eat somebody between this reel and this reel. Like, we got to go. And they found the meanest way to do it.
And then somebody's like, I've got a pool. We could shoot this.
We can throw my son in the pool and just throw some red food coloring in.
He'll probably love it.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's so mean and so funny. Like, and his friends murder him. Like, the last thing that poor child sees before he goes in the water is the jaws opening up on him. Yeah.
After like a hand, like somewhere behind him.
Awesome.
Oh my God, it's so horrifying.
It's terrible. I've seen that clip so many times that like it's become kind of hilarious to me.
No, it's still very funny, but it's also just like, what
it's
are we...
like so mean. It's great.
I love that where the alligator sought rest.
He was getting tired.
When Madison makes the connection between the alligator and the illegal growth formula experiments, Slade uses his influence with the mayor to get Madison suspended from the
that's
force.
tough.
This is I think around this point. Okay, so is Slade the? All right,
Slade is the big bad corpo
he's the
old man.
What's my man's name that comes in that's kind of like the Quint? I guess we have.
Colonel Brock.
Yeah, they don't really mention him in this.
No,
we should talk about it a little bit.
He's coming up here.
Because there's a great scene in this where he is.
He's in your next paragraph.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's get to that then. Once again, the effort fails. Brock is devoured, and the police trip over each other confusedly. Okay, we don't get a lot about Brock here. Okay, he's a big game hunter.
Yes,
he's very pompous. He's very full of himself. He kind of reminds me of Craven from Spider-Man.
He's very Craven the Hunter. Yes. I always wanted a Craven Comes to New York to Hunt the Lizard movie.
Yeah,
like that was my dream. But it never happened. But yeah,
he does a couple of very funny things in this movie. One of them is he uses he's like buying underage kids who, by the way, are not underage. Those kids are like 30 years old in this movie,
sure.
but they're hanging out and he's trying to get information, so he's buying them beer from the liquor store.
And he rules because he's like, every jungle needs guides or something like that. And I'm like,
and then he's the newswoman. He's like hitting on her, and he's using like alligator moans to like, and I think
entice her.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous. But then
it kind of works for her.
It kind of works.
She's kind of into it. Yeah, he rules. Like, shows up, makes a huge statement. Yeah, like this guy is gonna be a big part of this. Accomplishes nothing, and then gets eaten, and he's screaming out to the local teenage boys to save him, and they're like, "Nah."
The one guy kind of comes close.
He's
right?
like, he grabs the gun, and he's like, "That's a big ass alligator." He just kind of fucks off, and that's the last you hear about anything. The next time you hear about this great white hunter, it's our lead detective getting the word from the cops that they found like a few pieces of him. He's
so
awesome.
You could read this, and I kind of did, as like a parody of Quint from Jaws. Like it's kind of poking a little bit of fun.
I didn't think at the time, but yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah. The alligator goes on a rampage through a high society wedding hosted at Slade's mansion.
This we got. Hold on. Before that, because this is skipping over.
It's all over the place. This
no, that's okay. Yeah. So before the wedding, which is the highlight of the film.
Yes.
We have a big on water like lake chase sequence.
Oh yeah.
Where there's a cop speedboat and it's flying around and they're shooting machine guns. There's two speedboats. They're shooting machine guns at the gator. Nothing can stop the gator. And the gator tricks them and comes under the boat. They fly. Guys are flying off the boat. Cops everywhere. Mm-hmm. The guy pulls a pin on a grenade. The boat blows up and kills like 3 people. Those guys get eaten. Like he kills like 10 cops on the river or in the lake, whatever it is. And then he goes to the wedding.
Yes.
Because he's not done. Like he's eaten like 5 or 6 cops at this point. He's insatiable because of the growth hormone.
Yes.
And he thinks to himself, I got to go back to the source.
Yeah,
I got to get revenge on this son of a bitch that did this to me.
There's also a cool bit of trivia too with the lake.
Yeah.
When they pull one of the guys out of the water, he has no legs. That was an actual double amputee from the Vietnam War that they.
That's cool. That's good.
that they used
they
for
paid that man. Good.
You're right. The wedding is the high point of the movie because it is like it delivers what we want.
This is the full. Like we've gotten some chaos leading up to it. The lake scene is hilarious because there's just boats exploding, and you're like, "What are we doing now?"
So yeah, let's see what. Okay, so he goes. So Slade's mansion, eating alive, a female waiter serving guests.
Yes.
It's a waitress, I believe. It
is a waitress. Yes.
Serving guests at the reception and killing Slade, the mayor, enslaved chief scientist for hormone experiments, who was also his intended son-in-law.
Oh yeah, he kills everyone. The bride survives, which is nice.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna bite it too because she goes in the pool, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna go in the pool.
Yes,
as he likes pools. We've established that. Yes. But no,
that's where he rests. That's where he
seeks rest. but Ramon's great because like he's like, I'm gonna eat that waiter, and then he sees a bunch of other people and he's like, I just had a snack. I know I'm insatiable. But then he just starts whipping his tail at people and launching them 60 feet in the air.
That's the thing. He's like, it's so sick. He's like tail whipping people into cakes.
There's people flying. There's people on fire for no reason. It's awesome. So Ramon's tearing shit up. And then, but he's going for the big gun. He's going for the guy who caused this whole problem. He's like, I'm gonna get that guy.
Yes.
Because I was just a baby, and he ruined my life. He made me this. It's very much like Blade 2.
Yeah.
He's very much like
this is our second straight movie
that's right.
has ties to Blade 2.
What's his name? It's very much like
a Nomak.
He's like the same character.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like you are essentially my father, and you did this to me. So then so I love the fact that like this old man, this evil old man, doesn't tell his driver to fucking leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, his daughter's drowning in a pool.
Yes.
He's like, but he doesn't have he's not like leave. And B locks the door on the other guy, and he's like, he had like 30 minutes to let that guy in the car.
Yeah.
And instead he watches him get eaten by an alligator. And then Ramon's like, you messed up. He breaks the window and kills the guy. It's great. It's great stuff. Ramon's taking care of business at this point. So
yeah, TCB. Madison and Kendall finally lure the reptile back into the sewers before setting off explosive, killing it. Once again, I don't think this is doing the justice too much. That sequence is pretty good, where it's cutting back and forth between the clock ticking down and like the gator coming up trying to.
Timer sequences are tricky to pull off in movies, right?
Yeah,
because like you either get too close to the zero, and I don't buy it because I'm like, okay, all right. Or you're too far from the zero. I'm like, what was the threat? They do a really good job of kind of balancing.
There's also a cool part, or a fun part, where he's trapped under the manhole cover and he's like pounding to get out.
Like,
and the old lady's on the park that he's down there. And he says like, "Just move, you asshole." I loved it.
Good.
As they walk away, drain pipe into the sewer spits out another baby alligator, thus potentially repeating the cycle all over again. I don't believe that's the alligator from Alligator 2, The Mutation.
No, it sounds pretty unrelated. But I love a good stinger at the end of a horror film. Not mad at this. I like that it's teaching us that, humanity unfortunately has not learned its lesson from Ramon, and there are still parents that are haphazardly buying young gators for their children and flushing them down the toilet.
Yes, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Remember, if you do, this is a cautionary tale, you could be creating the next
You could have your very own
Ramon.
Tim.
So this was a movie, just to wrap this bad boy up real quick. I would recommend this. This is on Tubi.
Me too.
The sequel I did watch as well. I did watch Alligator 2, The Mutation.
You would not recommend that.
It's not awful. It's watchable. It's very similar to the first movie. Except not as good.
So take that as you will.
It was made a decade later. It's got a very much a 1990s direct-to-video sheen to it. I would say check it out. It's on Tubi. Like I think it's like this one. This one rules. This one's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
2 has Kane Hodder has a very small role as one of the Louisiana businessmen, or no, they're hunting down, not businessmen, Louisiana like hunters, crocodile hunters, and then it has a pro wrestling scene with a couple of older wrestlers who may be of some I wouldn't say fame. Toru Tanaka, who was the tag team partner of 90s kids may remember Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, sure.
That was his tag team partner. And then Tom McGee. Do you remember the name Tom McGee?
I do.
Tom McGee was, there was the Holy Grail documentary.
Of hidden wrestling videos.
Yeah, and like the Bret Hart match was the big one.
And it turned out it wasn't that good anyway.
The thing with the Bret Hart thing was it convinced Bret Hart was so good in that match, making Tom McGee look good, that it had convinced Vince McMahon that Tom McGee was the next Hulk Hogan. Yeah. And in reality, Tom McGee was a very below average wrestler.
And Bret Hart was the next.
Was the guy that made him look good. And for a long time, that tape was lost. And I think they ended up finding it, right?
Yeah, it's released. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that is kind of fun. He is in the movie. It's fine. All right. So
I picked Reptile.
I'm going to do...
As we know, we're doing it. For those of you who are just kind of tuning into this for the first time, we're doing our summer series. We told you it's the Beast of Summer. And the way we're doing this is each week over the course of this series, I will pick I picked the Reptile, and for Reptile, I picked Alligator as my film. Tim is going to be picking a type of animal, and then he will be announcing his film.
Yes. So
in that animal family.
Here are the 6 basic animal groups that we're using.
Yes.
So we've gotten rid of reptiles.
Yep.
So what's left are birds, mammals, fish, amphibians, or invertebrates. I'm going to knock birds out, but I need your help.
Interesting.
I don't want to do the birds. We talked about the birds before.
Sure.
I wanted to do The Birds 2 Land's End because I've never seen it, but it is impossible to find unless I buy a DVD and it's.
I didn't know that existed.
It was like a TV movie from like the
Oh,
90s.
wow.
It's credited to one Mr. Alan Smithy, which is the pseudonym used by directors.
Yes.
This was directed by.
Always a good sign.
It was directed by Rick Rosenthal.
Oh wow.
Yes. I have not seen this, but it's really hard to find.
Yeah, we need people to be able to watch it. Yeah.
I don't want to do. There's a lot of stuff like Poultrygeist, Thanksgiving. I didn't want to go that far. Birdemic, which is very funny, but like I don't want to. Like, what am I gonna do? All right. So here's what I've narrowed it down to: 2 movies, and I need your help.
Right.
There's one called Beaks the Movie, which is a 1987 film. It's on Plex and Prime for free. That's an option. It is it's a U.S. film. It's about reporters trying to figure out why birds have started attacking people. So pretty straightforward. I've never seen it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Then there's a movie called Roadkill. This was a sci-fi movie, but let me continue here. And by sci-fi, I mean the SYFY.
Yeah.
It's about people traveling around in Ireland and a giant bird. I'm trying to think of what kind of bird this is.
Condor?
I believe it's a condor. That was my other. I was going to do my soul to take, but I couldn't stretch it out that far. Anyway, it's a giant bird that is attacking them. This is directed by Johann Roberts. It is his first movie. It was a sci-fi movie. Johann Roberts, of course, just did Primate. He did The Strangers.
What is this on?
This is also on Plex for free, and you can rent it. So
this one's my pick.
That's kind of what I was leaning to.
For me,
yeah.
For my opinion, this would be the one.
And I think you might remember. I feel like we had this DVD at the video store. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Yeah. It says Roadkill, Fear the Skies.
Let's do it.
So you can watch this for free on Plex.
I like that.
You can also rent it for like $3 on, I think, YouTube or Amazon Prime.
Perfect.
So that's what we're gonna do. Roadkill, the killer, some type of bird, vulture, condor.
Hey, we're gonna find out.
The birds were tough because we've already talked about the birds, and honestly, I don't want to. And then like a lot of the bird movies are so campy that I just didn't want to bother with them. So at least this seems like an attempt at something, and a director that went on to do stuff.
I like that killer bird. That's fun.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you. Stay safe.